Everything has an end. There is a start, there will be an end. We started Ramadan, we are almost there. End of Ramadan. You live. Allah gave you life. Even Nuh alayhi salam, he lived a very long life. The end, he ended. And our life will have an end as well. The Quran has a start. Surah Al-Fatiha, and we came to the end. The last juz. And life has an end as well. And Allah made alamat, signs for life. The alamat of Yawm al-Qiyamah, you'll not get to see them as clear as in the Quran as you'll see them in the last juz. The last juz is the clearest juz in the Quran, showing to you the alamat of the end. To remind the person of the end, that you're going to finish, you're going to have an end. You have a desire, you have hopes, you have whatever you have in there, everything will have an end. And this is the reminder. And we did talk about Al-Mufassal before. The surahs that we have them of reminders of Yawm al-Qiyamah and the end of this life, most of them are in the Al-Mufassal. Al-Mufassal, remember when we divided the Quran, Rasulullah divided the Quran to 4 parts, and one of them is Al-Mufassal, the one that is recommended for the Imams to read in Salat al-Fajr, in Salat al-Maghrib, Salat al-Isha, not the service Salah, to make the people hear these ayat, are all from Al-Mufassal, which is full of the alamat Yawm al-Qiyamah, the signs of the end of this life. For you, the human, the son of Adam, to remember, to wake up, to return to Allah, to make you focus on this journey of life. And all of that, you see that in Juz Am. So you'll see in there, the main message in there, alamat Yawm al-Qiyamah, the scenes of Yawm al-Qiyamah, and also you'll see in there what Allah prepared for the believers, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala prepared for disbelievers. Because when you see the alamat, it will make you to return to Allah, and you remember what Allah prepared for you if you are a believer. At the same time, you will see what Allah prepared for the disbelievers, and then try to avoid that. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from the punishment Yawm al-Qiyamah.
Amen.
I selected for you, it's very difficult to talk about a specific ayah, because all the ayat, most of the ayat are beautiful. All the ayat are beautiful. I selected for you a surah to talk about something linked with what I said just now and earlier. A surah, it was said about it, min ajaib al-Quran, or min ajaib al-surah, one of the most strange surahs. It was revealed while the Prophet was under the ground. Think about it. I didn't say that. I'm quoting what it was said. It was revealed while the Prophet ﷺ was under the ground. Ibn Mas'ud radiallahu ta'ala anhu said, and that is in Sahih Muslim, he said, نزلت سورة المرسلات وأنا مع رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Surah Al-Mursalat was revealed while I was with the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم في غار, in a cave. And because of that, the scholars of Tafsir, they said it is one of the strange surahs that was revealed while Rasulullah was under the ground. And this phrase was used by Abu Bakr ibn al-Arabi al-Maliki. You may say now, I know that in the back of your mind, oh well, Surah Al-Alaq, the 5 first verses were revealed while Rasulullah was in Ghar Hira. These are only 5 verses. We're talking about the whole surah, from the beginning until the end. Ibn Mas'ud, he said, the whole surah was revealed while I was with Rasulullah and we were in a cave, in a fi ghar. He said, سمعتها من فيه وفاه رطب بها. He said, I heard it, I learned it directly from his mouth while his mouth is still softer, reciting that from Jibreel alayhi salam. Fresh. He memorized it straight away. Radiallahu ta'ala. That's one thing. Second thing, in Sahih al-Bukhari and Sahih Muslim, from the hadith of al-Fadl bint al-Harith, and to show you the ilm, the knowledge, it's not only for men. Ilm and knowledge can be for women as well. al-Fadl narrated, she said, listen to this. She said, سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم يقرأ بسورة المرسلات في صلاة المغرب. I heard Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم reciting Surah Al-Mursalat, which was recited earlier, the last surah in Juz Tabarak in Juz 29, في صلاة المغرب, in Maghrib Salah. But that's not strange. The strange after that. وما قرأ رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم سورة بعدها في صلاة جهرية. Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم did not recite a surah after this in a Jahri Salah because Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم died after that. This was the last Jahri surah recited and heard by the companions in his Salah, in the Salah. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Because of that, there is some kind of an attachment with the surah. The surah, if I divide it, I will divide it as Imam Abu Bakr al-Razi to 3 parts or 2 parts. First part, he said, Allah made a takhweef. Takhweef means to make mentioning ayat, to make the disbelievers to fear the day of judgment and to fear Allah. He mentioned the first ayat, وَالْمُرْسَلَاتِ عُرْفًا وَالْعَاصِفَاتِ عَصْفًا نَاشِرَاتِ نَشْرًا. All these are takhweef, to make them fear Allah and to fear the Yawm al-Qiyamah. These are 10 ayat. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the rest of the surah, he divided to 2. Description of disbelievers and what they will get Yawm al-Qiyamah, and what the believers will get Yawm al-Qiyamah. And this is, my dear brothers and sisters, this is the hayat, the life of the believers in life. They live with 2 wings. In one wing you have khawf, fear from Allah, and the other wing you have raja, hope in the mercy of Allah. You should not take one more than the other or leave one and take the other one. Because if you take the fear more than the raja, you may possibly be amongst the Khawarij, who are very strict and very tough, and a minor sin, you are a disbeliever. And if you take the other side, which is a raja, hope, and you might go into amongst those who are a murji'ah, another sect of the believers, and left al-khawf, and you commit a sin, Allah Ghafur Rahim. You commit anything, Allah is Ghafur Rahim. No, the believer is, there is a balance between these 2, khawf and raja, and you keep them in your life. You fear Allah and you have hope. You fear Allah and you have hope all the time. Although having a little bit of fear in life is more better so you can avoid the sins. And strongly recommended, I say that all the time in my classes at the time, and that's why very important, if you are a person having someone dying in front of you, or someone is close to die, is not everyone should be there. Only those who knows how to deal with the situation. Because at that situation, you need to mention, you need to bring raja, you need to bring hope to the person who's dying. You're not going to remind him, oh brother, do you remember the day when you committed that sin? When you did that, that? No, you have to remind him of all his good deeds at that time. It's not a riyah. He's just giving him hope that you are going to a Lord. He's the most merciful. He's the forgiver. He's going to have a Jannah. So he will have a hope at that time. This is the Sunnah. This is the style of Rasulullah. The Surah we have in the last juz, we have that. Allah presented khawf and raja. Allah presented fear by mentioning the punishment, and He mentioned the hope for the believers by mentioning the ayat, what Allah prepared for the believers. I selected for you the end. I'm not going to talk about the ayat of the punishment. It's not suitable for us now. We need to talk about the ayat of hope. What did Allah say at the end of Surah Al-Mursalat, Abdul Razzaq? It should be here, Abdul Razzaq. إِنَّ الْمُتَّقِينَ في ظلال وعيون. Al-Muttaqeen, we talked about them earlier. What is the beginning of the ayah we talked about earlier? Come on. We just said earlier when we described that scene, the journey that we started from Al-Nawajib, the camels that we took you into the gates of the Jannah. What's the ayah? وَسِيقَ الَّذِينَ اتَّقَوْا تَقَوْا رَبَّهُمْ. Taqwa. Taqwa, it is the main thing. إِنَّ الْمُتَّقِينَ وَسِيقَ الَّذِينَ اتَّقَوْا. So referring to those that were talking in that camels, now we're having al-muttaqeen. إِنَّ الْمُتَّقِينَ, surely the muttaqeen, فِي ظِلَالٍ, they will be in Jannah فِي ظِلَالٍ وَعُيُونٍ. ظِلَال, the shade of your palaces, the shade of the trees that you own them, the farms that you own them, the land that you own. You will be enjoying that. You are sitting on this dhilal, these shades yawm al-qiyamah, in the Jannah. وَعُيُونَ, and water is everywhere for you. You own that. إِنَّ الْمُتَّقِينَ فِي ظِلَالٍ وَعُيُونٍ وَفَوَاكِهَ مِمَّا يَشْتَهُونَ. Fawakih, fruits. The name, as Ibn Abbas said, is similar to the name that you have it in the dunya, but the quality is completely different. You like Pakistanis, they like mango, or Indian, they like mangoes. You like mangoes? The mango is same. You have the Jannah's mango in there, but the mango is different. In here, you find it may be something wrong with it. In there, everything is a fantastic quality. Is Allah made that for you. You eat as much as you want. You're not going to have a stomach ache. فَوَاكِهَ مِمَّا يَشْتَهُونَ. Whatever that you want, what you intended you want, what you desire will be there for you from the fawakih. وَفَوَاكِهَ مِمَّا يَشْتَهُونَ. You are believers. You deserve it. You worked so hard last night and all the month of Ramadan. And inshallah will be after that. Kulu. Eat. Eat as much as you want. You're not going to have a stomach ache. You're not going to have a doctor to check you. You're not going to have a stomach that, going in front of you because you ate a lot. Kulu. Kulu. Eat and eat. Washrabu. Drink and drink and drink. And because of that, Allah said, Hani'an. Hani'an, so you're not going to get any sickness of your eating and drinking. Kulu washrabu hani'an. The reason of all of this is all entering the Jannah and having the reward of the Jannah is out of Allah's mercy. But there is a reason of getting Allah's mercy. What is the reason? As Abdul Razak recited, Bima kuntum ta'malun. It's mainly, you look into your deeds. As we said, you need to show Allah that you're doing something. You're sitting, you're not doing anything. You want the Jannah, you don't pray Fajr in the Masjid. You want Jannah, you don't pray the Sunnah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You want Jannah, and you don't remember Allah in your day and night. It doesn't make sense. You need to make an action. Bima kuntum ta'malun, because of what you've been doing. Your feast in this dunya. Show me something so I can give you. Bima kuntum ta'malun. The reason of entering the Jannah and getting the mercy of Allah, getting all this reward of your deeds. And because of that, al-muttaqeen at the beginning, my dear brothers and sisters, that's the last thing. The ulama, they divided it because bima kuntum ta'malun. You said, I did some good deeds. The other one said did some good deeds. Everyone's doing some good deeds. We are all not in the same level. Al-muttaqeen are 3 levels. The highest level, those who fulfill Allah's commands, all of them, the commands, the wajibat, the fara'id of Allah, and they avoided Allah's prohibitions. At the same time, they fulfilled all the mustahabbat, the mandubat, the sunan, the recommendation, things that you don't have to do that, but you're doing them to fulfill the sunnah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. At the same time, you avoided the makruhat. Everything was disliked by the Sharia, you avoided. Top level. Those are the highest level for muttaqeen. Below them, those who are fulfilled Allah's commands, avoided Allah's prohibitions, but they did not look into the makruh and the mustahab, the mandub. It's a sunnah. It's just a sunnah. You don't have to do it. You have to do it. No, you don't have to do it. I'm not going to do it. It's just makruh. Yes, a muttaqi, but you're not in the same level as the others. So when the Jannah, you go to the Jannah, your level is not going to be the same as the level of the others. Yeah, and you are included in the saying of Allah, bima kuntum ta'malun. And the lowest level, those who are trying to be a muttaqi, trying to fulfill Allah's commands, you get tired and send them in the nar. Bima kuntum ta'malun, you are doing, you're fulfilling Allah's commands, but not really 100%. You're committing sins here and there. You're trying to avoid Allah's prohibitions, but time to time you do something here and there. May Allah forgive me and you. Amen.